Hey Gemini, what's going on? We are here with your reading. What you need to know for November. Welcome. We're starting off first with the King of Cups. I thought for a second when it came out, it kind of looked like justice to me. Okay, we have King of Cups and we have Four of Pentacles. There's some holding on that can be being addressed. This can be something that you still feel mad about. It can be something that you're still working through. Having King of Cups, this sort of brings us into the realm of emotional things that are going on or things that you're feeling. Having Four of Pentacles can indicate what we are feeling and not allowing to sort of come in and out, but that we're holding on to. So these can be feelings that we're holding on to. And with this Four of Pentacles, the character that's on the Four of Pentacles looks like there is a problem or is upset about something or is angry about something. And then the Six of Pentacles, or the Six of Cups, also sort of alludes to that as far as what I'm seeing image-wise. So this can be something from the past that you are still holding on to. There is still some type of emotional connection to this, but it can be something that you feel a type of way about. So this isn't like I'm holding on to something and I feel happy holding on to this. This is more so I'm holding on to this thing and it brings pain. This is some unprocessed stuff. But then I'm also seeing Temperance, which can mean that this comes up during the month of November and it can be something that you're working with or working on even. If the King of Cups isn't you, I mean, even if it is you, if this is also and or another person, what this can mean is that you're working with somebody or interacting with somebody who may be holding a bit of a grudge, but it's not about something that's going on now. This is about something that happened previously. But it can be bringing up a lot of stuff from the past for you. Okay, there's a breakthrough that's going to be happening. This feels like something that you had to wait for or you had to be patient for. I want to clarify. Maybe you were sort of in, this is kind of feeling with Four of Pentacles and Ace of Swords, a situation where like something wasn't really moving. Like this could be two energies that are sort of pushing each other, but it wasn't really going anywhere, or something was in a gridlock. Having this Ace of Swords feels like there's a breakthrough with this situation, Gemini. But this was something where it had to like soften energetically or melt in some way energetically. Could have been something that like was impenetrable before, and now something's going on that there's something easing into this or flowing into this that changes the composure. I even get the sense of maybe a type of feeling that you want coming back to you. And maybe that wasn't so much available before. Like there's a breakthrough that you're having when it comes to your feelings, but this has been, I think, a long time coming. And I mean that in a way that's connected with both this taking time and also this feeling somewhat inevitable that this would be happening. There's a resurfacing of past feelings. Something is breaking loose here that had not been moving before. And this is also something that is being like slowly worked through, like permeated. I also don't feel like this is totally a negative experience either. Like, some of this feels like there can be some nostalgia that this brings up for you too during the month of November. Or this can also be somebody cutting you a break when they hadn't been before. Like, maybe you'd only been seeing one side of a person, and now you're seeing a different side of them, and it may be one that feels maybe less problematic. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces. I'm also seeing Sagittarius. Saying the thing about Pisces, that's just coming through intuitively, but I am also seeing Temperance here, which is connected with Sag. Okay, Six of Wands is showing that something is going to go successfully. I'm also seeing Cancer. If you're not concerned with the zodiac signs, you don't need to pay attention to that. Only if it's relevant for you. Well, only if it's like resonating with you and it's something that holds meaning for you, is what I'm meaning to say. Okay, having Six of Wands and having the Chariot, this shows that you can win something. Something can go successfully for you. It's going to be like good news, or it's going to be a good thing. It's going to feel too like a triumph. Because Six of Wands shows like all of this effort, or before Six of Wands, we have Five of Wands. Five of Wands is conflict. When the conflict is worked out, we get Six of Wands. So there's something that's now worked out. Having Six of Wands shows you being happy with the outcome that happens, and Chariot shows movement can then happen. So maybe before something was frozen or in a gridlock or stuck, but now because of this thing happening, and I'm seeing you have to be really patient for this. I'm seeing Temperance before Six of Wands, which shows that this is something that you may have had to put a lot of time into, and you could have also really had to stay level-headed. Like, this is something where you couldn't lose your cool, and you sort of had to sort of coach yourself through this, is what I'm seeing, and support yourself through this too, and tap into your inner strength. Maybe this is also about tapping into your empowerment as well, and that being part of this. Because I'm getting notions connected with recognizing the power that you have and your ability to move mountains when necessary. Having Temperance be there, this feels like this has been a test when it comes to your ability to sort of stabilize yourself spiritually and emotionally and mentally. Temperance is feeling like how you did this, it's paying off for you, because now you're getting the Six of Wands, which shows like the wait was worth it, or the effort was worth it, or putting myself through this process was worth it to me. And something that had not been giving before, had not been moving, you now get a breakthrough with this. And this feels like this is something that you'll feel very happy with, Gemini. Because this favors you. Like, your position in this is what I'm seeing. And I really do get this sense that you'd been dealing with something that was almost like immovable, and it's been like that for a while. So whatever this was, like, this has taken a while to work out, or for you to get some type of result, or for this call to be made. So it can be like this like lump, or this thing that hasn't been moving for some time here, having it be connected with Six of Cups, like something that's always there and it's just not moving anywhere. Nothing is like happening with it, or it's kind of frozen. And now finally the breakthrough is happening in November. I feel like you sort of had to stand by this as well. Something going on within a relationship. When I say a relationship, I mean this is happening with you and one other person. That's what I'm seeing be the main focus of this, to have the Lovers here. So this is like a one-on-one relationship, because I'm seeing Lovers come out and I'm seeing Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is going to be This brings up stuff about your past, feelings coming up. Old stuff coming up, emotional stuff coming up, thoughts coming up, just all of this stuff that feels very reminiscent. This can bring like an old relationship back up for you. Old feelings come back up. And this can also be like a past relationship that's connected with this. Or a past dynamic. Because when I say a relationship, I don't mean, like, some of you, yes, you were in a relationship with this person, but for others of you, this can just be a situation that is happening with you and one other person, mainly. Some of you, I'm seeing a child be involved in this, actually. Or it can be, it doesn't have to be a child. Some of you, a child's involved. It can also be like an animal or something like that, or something that is meant to be taken care of. But this can also be a part of you as well, for those of you that that's not your situation. And this can also be like something that you felt in the past coming back up, being brought back up too. This can also be an old message or something like that as well. And some of you, you are having some type of interaction or at least an experience that you're having that brings up a past relationship. And where something had been immovable, feeling immovable before, now the thing gets moving. And again, like having this Six of Wands, this can be something that happened in the past that maybe, I mean, looking at King of Cups first coming out and thinking it's justice, I wonder if you've been going through something where now you finally feel like there's a balancing of the scales, even that is happening. And this can be successful for you and like your party that's involved in this. Because the way that I'm seeing the Lovers feels like whatever is supportive of you and on your side of things. So yeah, feels like a long time coming. Really had to be patient with this. I'm seeing a win here for you. There's something that had been feeling like it wasn't moving before, having a breakthrough, there being success that's connected with this. And this feels like things coming together in a way that, this would be in a way that you enjoy. Having Six of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Lovers can feel like there's a union or a unity that's happening. So this can feel like I've been going through this, and maybe before there was like a holding back or a withholding or just something that wasn't really happening, or like a standstill of some sort, and now there's a breakthrough. And this can be a breakthrough where there's news that comes through, or there's a conversation that's had, or this can just be now we've broken out to the other side of a cycle. And this is going to feel really, I'm getting confirmation of this. This is going to feel nice the way that this takes place. Because it feels like there was some past stuff that was being held on to. Needing to work through that to reconnect with being able to connect with the way that you're feeling and have that feel nice. Because what was going on before, what was being held onto, it feels like not nice stuff that was being held onto that needed to be processed through, but all of this stuff like coming up and coming to light. So it's basically like being cleansed, being purified, and then I'm seeing things go successfully. And for some of you too, this specifically has to do with a relationship that you're in. where there can be stuff that was being held on to before that needed to be worked through, that surfaced to be worked through, but it could have felt like it wasn't really moving anywhere, wasn't really going anywhere. And now having this, it shows like it was worth the wait, and it was worth the effort, and it was worth the sticking with this and seeing. And now there's a breakthrough where it's like, wow, like feelings coming back up again. It's like springtime, where before there had been like a winter that was happening. Now it feels like a springtime that's happening. And there's that sense of renewal, and there's that sense of connection, where if, for those of you that this has to do with a partnership, this can feel like you are reconnected with this person again, with this partner again. And having Six of Wands and Chariot feels like, wow, like now we're rolling, now we're making progress, like look at us coming together again now. And this can feel like the way that it's supposed to be, like the natural way between you and this person when you guys are connected with one another. Feels like too, like some give was needed, where there could have been, this can be anger that needed to be worked through. It can just be more dense stuff that needed to be worked through in order to have all of this come to light. But I'm seeing things end in a way where you feel very happy with things, and this feels like very good news within your partnership, and that there's joy, and that there's a sense of connection, and it feels like reconnection more than anything, because I'm not seeing this be like you just meet somebody out of nowhere and now everything's great with you guys. This feels like somebody that you've had an ongoing connection with. Some stuff was going on with you guys. You could have been like, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna make it through this? Or I feel like stuff isn't really moving. Having to work through it, having to work through stuff emotionally and whatnot. And now things finally getting to a place where it feels like there's connection again, where it feels like there's intimacy again. When we have Page of Cups, this will be feeling again, and it's not feeling in a way where it's feeling in a way that feels enjoyable. It's feeling in a way, when we have Page of Cups, I see this as being pure. So there's not that like old baggage attached to this, but that stuff had to be worked through first. And that's what I'm seeing be going on here. So it ends on a really high note is what I'm seeing, and things very much come together and feel like the way that they're supposed to after it feels like going through a time of difficulty. Because I feel like there were like resentments or anger or something like that was based on not anything now again, but it was stuff from the past, but it had to be worked through presently. And feeling like this was quite a process, because we have Temperance here. So this is something where you maybe had to like remain loyal or remain committed to working through this. And now you see like, wow, we're having a breakthrough in our dynamic now, in our relationship now, and things feel good again, and things feel like we're close again, and it feels like that intimacy again. So that's what I'm seeing be happening. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.